Hello. Well, today I had a visitor just when, you know, just when like the loneliness and the darkness and the closeness, like the small quarters, and it's freezing outside, so just when it was getting like very grim. I'm like, I'm like on like this time frame, and I can't. I'm not a good self motivator, and it makes it really hard because I'm isolating myself, but I guess I don't. I'm isolating myself, but I don't have anyone. I don't have anyone that I have. So, and I really need somebody. I really need resources, and it's hard. And I've always jeez. I know I guess I'm a follower. I'm a follower just to gain my strength and to be comfortable enough to come out, because I'm actually a really good leader. In my life, you know, definitely in my younger years, I've accomplished a lot that in life that I'm proud of. I was fearless and didn't even know it. It's now I think I've been around too many people with their opinions and limitations that they put on me, and I don't know why people do that. And it doesn't weigh you down at first, because I like who I am, and I've been through a lot, and so I respect that. I respect that part of me, because I'm growing, and I know I'm growing. And as much as I want validation and notoriety, not like publicly, but at least somebody like see me, you know, see me enough to notice my struggle, my pain, and you know, the change, even though if it's little. Because without that, it doesn't change how I feel about myself, but it just would feel good. And you know, and I was about to say, I would have it would give me validation, but I don't even know about that, because I already have my opinion, and if it's good or bad, it won't necessarily change my opinion. But you know, when you're down, and you know, things get to you easier, and I've been knocked around like many of people, and teamed up and knocked around, and sometimes it slips, and you can't help but feel like what people are saying are true. Kind of like Nemo and Finding Nemo, like, you can't do that, or they say you can't do that, Nemo, or but you know, his dad was always telling him, the dad was always overcautious and like, you can't do that, Nemo, because Nemo was all he had, and he was holding on way too tight, and that's never a good formula. My baby, I was out today. I had to, oh yeah. Anyway, I had two, oh, my gosh, it said my flash. How weird. It's cold outside. It says my flash disabled, so it wouldn't use up my light. And I don't really have lighting in here. Oh, if you're new to my channel, and we've never properly met, you're my new best friend. If I'm a good friend to have, so, but it's up to you, I guess. But you know what? It's up to me too. So you're my new best friend, or at least a friend. Yeah, I guess I'm into movie references right now because I'm thinking of Tombstone. When Doc Holliday says about Wyatt Earp, he's like, he goes, some guy said, why do you do all this stuff, or something like that. And he's all like, because he's my friend. And the guy goes all, damn, I have a lot of friends. Like, or damn, I have a lot of friends. Or something like that. And Wyatt Earp's all like, Wyatt Earp? If that's what the name, I don't remember. I never seen the movie, I just seen the scene. But it was Val Kilmer, and he's all like, well, I don't. I kind of butchered that, right? Especially both ways. If you've never seen the movie, then you're like, what? Probably didn't make sense. And if you've seen the movie, then you'd probably agree I butchered it. But I was just wanting to check in, I guess. Yeah. I made it out today. I've been stuck here since Christmas. I came back to bring presents to my kids and to spend Christmas, in my mind, with all of my kids. Christmas Eve and maybe Christmas, and yeah, none of that happened. I couldn't reach anybody. Nobody was here. The house was dark and cold and empty. So I went to Christmas Eve. I didn't have anything. I keep getting excluded or missing out, or just or it's not even around on the past few holidays after my son passed away. Because the holidays, especially Thanksgiving, Christmas, I kind of just get through them because I'm missing my son, his entire family. But on top of that, before my son passed away, and my grandson and my daughter-in-law, before they passed away in 2021, I was already grieving a loss of my 10-year-old daughter. I was grieving it. She's still living. She's still alive. But she was taken from me in just a cruel way and kept from me in an insidious way. Because my sweet little girl was, our relationship changed, and she no longer saw me as someone she loved. And since then, she's been coming back. As she spends time with me long enough, she comes back, and my little girl's back for a little bit. But now she's older. She's like 15, and the teenagers, and I have to, I was always reminding myself that, teenagers, it changes when they're teenagers, right? But she's the youngest of 5, and I never experienced that with my kids. I was always their biggest cheerleader and biggest supporter, and I was like a mom, you know. I not only had my children here living at the house and my grandbabies, I was so blessed, but my kids' friends, mainly my son Christian, he was like me. He collected people. He was definitely a leader and a supporter and a nurturer and a giver. He encouraged people. He had the ability to touch so many people through his work, through school. He wanted to be a pilot, but he died at 23. Then a month and a half later, his I say daughter-in-law because I don't really know how to even refer to her. She's more than a girlfriend. I loved her like a daughter. And like a daughter, that sounds so generic. She was the only person who she saw me for more than anyone else has ever seen me. You know, my kids think of me as, I don't know if they're just being cute or funny or what, but it's always like in a put down way. And I'm just probably sensitive too, but I don't like those kind of like, I don't like that plain kind of humor, if that is humor. I don't even know how to read it, honestly, because it feels like it's a jab and it's a put down. You know, like old lady, and she don't understand, like I don't know anything. And I'm not young, and there's a lot I don't know, especially with technology. I hate it. I like maps, like reading a map with paper, and I can see it makes sense to me. Like north looks north, and south. I could read everything out. But on the phone, oh my God, like the Google Maps, it keeps flipping around and it changes. It moves in whatever direction. It keeps flipping around. I can't read it. I don't know. I'm old school. Like, I love writing, pen to paper, drawing, sketching, and I don't know, I'm just a dinosaur. I used to be a photographer, did a lot of wedding photography and portrait studio pictures, and in my 20s. I'm good at it too. But then when digital cameras came out, and then the phones came out, like, similar to digital, because you can see what you're doing and you can record it. No big camcorders and no big old Canons with the what do you call them? Oh my God, with the accessories, the extra flash and the lenses, and I had a bunch of cool stuff. But I don't know, I guess I felt like obsolete because anybody could just take pictures. And people could take pictures, and I know deep down that nobody does. They don't take the time to it. People are lazy. Not lazy. Well, they're in their own wedding too, so. And I was born to photograph people. And I'm photographic. I'm photogenic too. So I'm like, it makes me even perfect as a photographer because I know what angles look right and look good because, I spent time. I guess the selfies, I did selfies way before, like, it became the selfies. Oh, and also I did, editing too. You know how you like edit down, like you trim stuff around? I used to do that, but with scissors and actual pictures and glue or tape or the paper glue, whatever that's called, glue sticks. But I digress. I guess like a friend. I'm not used to having friends. Like my boyfriend of, I don't even know, 4 or maybe 5 years. Isn't that weird? I don't know. He's my friend. And we're not seeing each other, but, we're still a big part of each other's lives. He definitely comes around more, and it was just a weird relationship. And it left me feeling, just less. And at a time where I'm going through a lot of issues and tragedies and ugly people just being ugly to me. And everyone in the world's after you, at you, including my parents. They're coming at me really dirty. And I have my own, and I have big issues, so I'm not, innocent in anything. I fucked around and, didn't take care of things that needed to be taken care of. And, I didn't do it. Well, it was irresponsible, of course. It just became, something took over me. And it still has its hold on me. Where it almost, I don't want to say it feels bigger than me. I just don't know. How to function with it. The psychiatrist I was seeing said I had agoraphobia, CPTSD, complex grief. I've always had ADHD, so throw a few acronyms in there in the mix. And I have lived in isolation. Or 2 years, I barely saw the sun. I would get out, though. Uh-oh. Look, that's my baby. I love him, but kisses in the face. Oof. Well, I think someone needs to go to the potty, and I was out today with, I guess, a friend. It was just something simple, but man, it changes you. It made me feel so, I guess, so relevant. I've been, my kids, and then they're pretty much, I guess, all I have, and that sucks because they're not really pro-mom. They have a dad that influences them very strongly. And he's not a very good person, or at least to me, well, he's not really a good person. And he just, I don't know, he lives to just torment me. And that could be, and especially now that I'm alone. I have, I'm staying in a car in my front yard. And it's very cold outside, and it's weird and awkward and not normal, and I know all this. And that's part of like one of the problems I have. I can rationally think and know what sounds good and what doesn't. Not that I always know what's normal, because I struggle with normal all the time. I don't know what normal is, and normal my normal definition would be, it would be just referring to TV shows, movies, and you know how they portray everything. And apparently, some of their stereotypes, they're probably like a little off, and that's gotten me in trouble. Not really trouble, but yeah. Like gang members. This is just one that it was made fun of. It was teased, and I'm like, oh, how embarrassing, because I don't know what I don't know. You know, Colors, the movie Colors. I thought that's how gang members talk, like, hey, orale, ese, and, you know, hey, Holmes, I'm going to my crib. Just whatever. I'm doing a horrible job. I'm not good at relaying stories. You may already know that. But that's how I thought they talked, and I thought they dressed like that too. You know, I didn't grow up where there was no gangs, or at least that I knew of, or drugs or anything like that. And if there were, my mom was an alcoholic. Growing up with that, I had nothing to do with substances like that. Nothing. At school, in high school, there was like a smoking section, and I had to go past it to go to PE, and I was one of those girls where it's like, oh, I didn't make a scene with it, but I did not appreciate having to walk by people who smoked. Can you imagine smoking sections in school? Gosh, I'd say that ages me, but it kind of shows you what this country, you know, what they do to their consumers. Damn, I couldn't think of that now, like a young kid smoking. Smoking, that's legal. So is alcohol, and they both kill. They have a worse effect on your body than like weed, you know, which was barely made legal here in California, like just recently, like a few years ago. But gosh, I forgot what I'm saying. I think I'm hungry. I haven't ate all day, and it's probably like, it's late at night. It's probably like, well, not late, but it's probably like 9 o'clock. So I guess I'm just gonna let you go, and just I think it's important to show all aspects of my journey, because I'm heading into a perfect tragedy, or beautiful tragedy, to where I thought I lost everything. That was premature of me, because now I have it's 60 days, and it started maybe 5 days ago. And I'll lose my house forever. And it's because my mother, my father, and my daughter, and definitely my ex-husband, and my brother, they all have played a big role in the demise of my house. I have no money, no income, no running car, no food. But I went to get my friend, or it's hard to say friend, but I guess friend. It's hard for me to say it, because a friendship to me is something that's deep in depth, like depth. Johnny Depp. And I'm told it doesn't have to be like that, like I'm being too, because I want friends and I want a community and support groups and all of that. Because this being alone, this silence, this loneliness, it's all new to me. And I don't like it. But it's my choice because I did kind of clean house with anyone who I thought were friends. It doesn't feel like they were. Like, when it really counts, so I took the high road, and it's not fun. It's a lonely place to be. I didn't know that. And when the shit hits the fan, the nicer you are, the more kinder and understanding and passive and non-confrontal I was. Peaceful and unworkable and all of that. That is seen as a weakness that must be destroyed. That's when all the vultures come out to attack and take everything you have and just want to take everything away. Even my dog, my boyfriend, but they do ugly things to them and to me, to get to me, because they'd rather see me alone. And it's cruel. So, and it's not fair to the kids too, my kids. I'm a good mom. And they're turned against me and it hurts. It's been like this for years, so I've come to just accept it and, have the it is what it is attitude and mindset. And I don't have any expectations. And I definitely appreciate it whenever there's like a surprise, someone surprises me. Not like surprise, happy birthday, not like that, but just the way they treat me. Maybe they're nicer or understanding or they care. I haven't felt cared for or understood or loved or valued since before my son died. Right now I think I'm just a burden and lacking and poor. I've never been so poor in my life. And hopeless and helpless. But I'm always optimistic and hopeful. Not hopeful, but optimistic. And I used to always, before this manifestation came out, I was always like optimistic and hopeful, and I don't know if it really got me anything, but I do like the positive thinking, and I've indoctrinated that for sure. I went out today, yay. And I got dog food. I ran out of everything. I ran out of food, dog food, drinks, water. So I was able to get a ride to the store too. And took care of some business. I'm gonna make my sandwich. My deli turkey breasts. But I got sourdough bread. It's always a favorite. Pickles and pepperoncinis and onions. Oh, and jalapeno kettle corn chips. And 7-Up. Dinner of champions. Well, it's breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I'm so glad my friend came today because I had no food, no dog food, no nothing. And whenever I do have anything, I always give it to the dog first because, he's my baby. He depends on me. It would be nice if I was somebody's baby and I could depend on them. Wouldn't that be so nice? Well, yeah, I'm going to eat. I still have to go inside and take some presents in that I had wrapped for my daughter because none of my kids really got their presents. And sadly, I don't even think they care. So I just came to the realization that my kids terrify me. They have the power to just make my life so miserable. I was even put in jail once because of something my ex told the police, and my daughter protected. But anyways, I'm getting tired and sleepy, and I still got to go in and eat. Oh yeah, I got to eat before. And I want to take Raggy out for a walk. There's a shopping cart down the street, and with his harness, he's a husky. They like to pull. So he can pull me all the way down the street. It's like in a mile or two. It's cold, but, jackets. As long as I'm moving, I can warm up. Yeah. All right. Well, till I see you again, my friend. This is my life. And I'm Kimberly. This is how I perceive it to be. I need a good logo. If you have one, let me know. Logo. Not logo. Logo, I think, is a picture. More like a jingle. Jingle. A catchy song or something, or title. Well, happy 8th of January 8th of January to you. Bye, friend. Thanks for being there. And I do a lot of this talking because I'm not around anyone, and I don't want to go lose my mind. So talking to you is like I'm talking to a friend. And it makes life just seem a little bit more lonely. And even if I'd love for my kids to see it, maybe they can see. They don't know me in life, and if I were to pass away, my videos will show them to who I was. Because something happened and they forgot. And I'll never forget. No matter what they do, good or bad, I love them just the same. And I accept them as they are. But also encourage my growth and everything. Alright, I feel like I'm going to pass out, so I'm going to need to get something to eat and drink. I didn't really drink today either, and that's so bad. It makes me tired. I can pass out now. And I haven't even smoked puffs. I smoke weed. I'm about to fall asleep right in front of you. Okay. Well, talk to you later, friend.